Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be creating a Get Well card using a stamp set from My Favorite Things, and it is called Feel Better. It's an older stamp set, but I just fell in love with it because of the sentiments, and this is flu season. I know I have a couple little kiddos that have sniffly noses, and so I think it's time to make a Feel Better card. We're going to jump in and get started. I'm going to grab my mini Misty and we're going to do some stamping. I'm going to stamp on some Nina 80-pound cardstock. We'll just place that in there. And for today I'm going to be using the 3 medicine bottles in here. We're going to just ink those up with some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I'm going to do a little mix, so I'm going to be using a few of my Copic markers, but I'm also going to be doing some paper piecing with pattern paper. And so Memento is great for Copic coloring, and so I thought we'll just use that. Now, while I have my images in my mini Misty, I grabbed some pattern papers. I have a pink polka dot, a yellow polka dot, and a green, like a gingham. I think these colors are bright and cheery. And so they're scratch papers, and I think I grabbed them from different paper pads, but I'm going to tape them down on the inside of my Misty, and then I'm going to ink up my images one more time, and we're going to stamp each one of those bottles on a different pattern paper. Now I'm just going to use the inside piece, so I wasn't worried about the tops not covering. Okay. So I stamped my images. Now I'm just going to use my scissors and fussy cut out those inside pieces. Very easy because they're all rectangles. Once I have that done, I'm going to grab my glue and go over my stamped images, and we're just going to paper piece the pattern paper on the inside of our medicine jars. The green, the yellow, and then the pink. Okay, now I'm going to grab my Copic markers. I want to use coordinating colors with the paper pad, and I'm just going to color in the lids. Starting with the green bottle, I'm using YG11, and we'll do a little shading with the YG03. And then we're going to move along to the pink. I'm using RV000. And then I'll do a little shading with the R20, and we'll just blend it back out with a lighter color. And then last but not least, we'll do the yellow. Yellow, we're going to use YR31. Then we'll do a little bit of shading with YR21, and then we'll just blend them both together. And then for my medicine bottles, I'm just going to lightly go over a few of the edges to add a little shading with my C1, just to give them a little bit of dimension. Okay, just about done. And then just to get rid of those harsh lines, I'm going to go in with my clear blender pen and smooth out the transition here. And those are my very bright and cheery, almost spring colored, but I still think it looks so pretty. I'm going to use my scissors and fussy cut each one of these out. Now I've been asked before if I use a cutting machine or I really fussy cut out each one of my images if I don't have the dies, and I thought these were pretty easy to cut out, so I didn't get the coordinating dies, but yep, I do cut them out. I'll just fussy cut out all 3 bottles, and then once they're done, we'll set those over and work on our background. I grabbed this pattern paper again for my stash. I think that one was from a Lawn Fawn Perfectly Plaid paper pad. And then I cut out a panel. I'm going to actually emboss it with a polka dot embossing folder. I've had this embossing folder for a long time, and if I can find it, I'll link it below. but if I can't, I'll find you guys a substitute in case you're interested. But I'm going to adhere my plaid paper to my embossed panel here. Any excess we're going to trim off, and then I'm going to keep that excess, and then I have a small heart. There's a heart stamp inside the stamp set, but I thought it'd be easier just to use one of my heart dies to cut out a small heart with the same plaid paper. I'm just going to run that through my die cut machine, and then we'll set that up there and pop up our panel with some foam tape. We're going to make a side folding card today, so it's going to go right in the middle. Lovely. Now we're going to arrange, oh, we need our sentiment. So I have a stitched banner die here. I'm going to cut out a stitched banner, and that's where we're going to stamp our sentiment. I chose the sentiment that says, "Hope you're on the mend." So cute. I'm going to stamp my sentiment with VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Lovely. Now we'll flip our sentiment over and add some foam tape behind here. We'll just remove the release paper and place that on our plaid paper here. Now we're going to arrange our little medicine bottles, and I think that looks great. So after I have them arranged, we're going to add a piece of foam tape behind each one of those. And kind of using our sentiment as a ground, we're going to place our bottles right on top. And our last one. Next we're going to add our little heart. We're going to place that just in the middle bottle. It's the biggest, and I think the heart fit there the best. Now next I'm going to take my glossy accents. We're going to go over that heart and give it a little bit of shine. And then after we have the heart covered, glossy accents is going to dry clear, almost like an enamel sticker. And then we'll go over the lids of our medicine jars. And I didn't want to add any sequins or gems or anything, so I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella shimmer pen, and I'm going to color in each one of my medicine bottles. And that's my card for today, guys. Something different than Christmas cards. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it turned out so fun, and I hope it's a nice, cheery, get well card. Let me know what you think, and links will be in the description area below. I wish you a fantastic day. Thank you so much for all your wonderful comments. I so appreciate them, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.